Hello and happy Tuesday. All right, so for those of you who are new to my YouTube channel, I am Amber Stewart. I am the owner of the Stew Project, which is a health and wellness online company that helps people maximize their living potential simply by taking emphasis on wellness. So I help people who are overwhelmed, stressed out, and struggling with health issues. And I help them reduce their stress, improve their health, and sculpt their body goals and enjoy the process. So, this Tuesday, I just wanted to do a simple Life Coach PSA because I just think it's hilarious. One of the topics that I was talking to my sister about because we do Bible studies. So, one of the topics we were talking about was, how Cain and Abel, they had to do their sacrifices to God, and they, Cain, he sent his, he offered his fruits and stuff, and Abel offered his first lamb. And so God accepted Abel's, but not Cain's, and that made Cain angry. So one of the things that we were looking into was specifically like why his blessing wasn't why Cain's blessing wasn't accepted. And the reasoning that we came up with was simply because God asked for sacrifices, and he asked for like sacrifices of an animal and not fruit or vegetables, which was what Cain was offering. And so that just reminded me of how sometimes we can resist making sacrifices to get what we want or to receive the blessings or recognition that we want. And so we may see ourselves, for instance, we may need to, or we may want to progress in our careers, but in order to do that, we may have to sacrifice our time and sacrifice some resources to do that. But if all we're willing to do is just sacrifice a little bit of time and not really wanting to invest in ourselves, then we will never get the recognition. We will never get to the level that we want to go to. And so it's so simple for us to be like, well, I'm giving this up, I'm sacrificing, like I'm doing what I'm supposed to do, but technically that's not what is required of you. So we have to be mindful that we are making the right sacrifices and we're giving the right things for what we need. And I know sometimes in life it can be a little bit confusing, and it can be a lot of misleading things out there because this is the marketing culture, and Facebook and Google, they listen in on our phones. And so how we always have advertising. Like I know there were times last week, me and my boyfriend were talking about the massaging tool that everybody is like hyping up about, and so we just had a conversation about it. Then next thing you know, I was scrolling down Instagram, and an ad for that massaging gun came on, and I was like, ooh, it's a little freaky. So it can be misleading, even though it's not necessary for me to give those things, for me to use a massage gun. For me, it's easy for us to be distracted, and just like Cain, who was distracted by Satan to give an offering that wasn't required or wasn't what was asked of him. And I know even in relationships, like for us to have a good relationship with our spouse, we may be required to be humble, or we may be required to speak up. But instead, all we're willing to sacrifice, or all we're willing to do, is to be petty or to be passive aggressive, or we may need to leave a relationship, but the only thing that we're willing to do is to stay in that relationship but cheat on somebody or cheat on them. So it's like, yeah, you want that perfect relationship, but are you doing everything necessary to get what you want? And even when it comes to like weight loss, we may need to cut out certain things. It's like your doctor may say, hey, you need to stop drinking soda in order to get healthier, or in order to overcome this health issue. But all you're willing to do is to drink diet soda. And it's like, I can't drink water, I'll drink diet soda, that's the best I can do. It's like, that's not what's required of you. You're gonna still have those problems even if you switch to diet soda from drinking regular soda. So I just thought that was funny. Well, not funny, haha, but funny like irony. But yeah, and I just want to remind you to make sure that you're actually giving up or making the right sacrifices for your goals, your health goals, your life goals, your relationship goals. Make sure you're giving up the right sacrifices. And if you're not sure what that is, then it helps to do that self-awareness check, to research if you need to, ask a professional, reach out and ask for a health coach, life coach, therapist, personal trainer, whatever specialist you need to help you get from point A to point B. Make sure you're making the right sacrifices, because otherwise you're going to be stressed out, overwhelmed, and feeling like you are putting forth all this energy to get to where you want, but you're not making any progress. And nobody wants to do that. We want to make sure that our effort is reaping benefits, which is why a lot of people don't even get started or don't even take action for their goals, because they're afraid of failure or afraid of falling short. And I know I've been there, even when it was me starting my coaching business again. It was frustrating because I would see myself putting in a lot of work, but I wasn't doing the right work to get the clients that I wanted, or to get the opportunities and networking opportunities that I wanted. So I just hope this helps. If you need help, I am a health coach, life coach, personal trainer. I offer standalone services as well as all-inclusive services to help you live your best life. And I hope this helps. Happy Tuesday.